So the thing about licensure is that it wasn't really designed to protect you. Where's my tea? Hold on. Japanese green tea and lemongrass. Clock the mug. Exactly right. This is a video entitled Sex Work, Social Work, and the Politics of Deservingness, or why I'm not going to take licensure as a sex worker. I will not be able to get through these very large nuanced ideas in 3 minutes. So I wrote an essay about it. Go learn slowly. But in the meantime, if you are new to the Lean With It, Rock With It, hello, my name is Ismatu. Last week I came out as a sex worker and I told you that I have no desire to get licensure, and I'm opening my books. I'm gonna tell you why before you go apply to be my client. Social work in the United States was founded by Christian white women who wanted to do something about the suffering of the poor in the nation, and also unfortunately took all of their puritanical Christian ideas and embedded them into social work as a praxis. That means we in the United States tend to divide up resources between deserving and undeserving groups of people, and sex workers were firmly in the category of undeserving. And the only way that you could become deserving of resources, aid, rehabilitation, etc. is if you gave up sex work. It was the process of becoming a prostitute, or the unbecoming of a prostitute. Talks about it in Playing the Whore by Melissa Grant. Lovely read. In fact, that essay has a ton of sources in case you'd like to learn more. No Soft Police was also a really great panel put together by Miriam Kaba. I digress. Within the structures of social work, because of how it was founded and the country it was founded in, we have a lot of ists and isms. In fact, we, black social workers, tell each other, answer like a what? Answer like a what? For licensure. Licensure, which is said to protect our clients by making sure there's a regulatory board. However, what happens if you have clients that are not protected by the state, who is our regulatory board? That's who we answer to. Like, for example, sex workers who are actively hunted by the state. I'm going to be honest and say the amount of documentation that goes into traditional therapy, including the process of diagnosing, which you have to do if you're working with insurance, it scares me. And I am a therapist. More than that, I want us to be a little bit more honest about who licensure protects, because you, layperson who has been in therapy before maybe, do you know how to report your therapist? When you started and they gave you all that documentation and paperwork to sign about what you will and will not do in liabilities, was there a big red number at the top that said, hey, here are the people that you call if you feel like I've done something wrong? I'm generally of the opinion that licensure does a lot more to protect and legitimize the clinician than it does to protect the client. The only thing that really protects clients under systems that fuck us up is praxis. And you don't get praxis from licensure. No, you don't. If we are more honest, I think there's a lot of elitism in the licensed versus unlicensed conversation about continuing education credits and the money that goes into it. Yeah, it's about proving that you're legitimate because the state told you so, which I don't believe in as an abolitionist. I don't believe that the state makes people legitimate. I feel like we live in an illegitimate state on stolen land. And I think that the structure of licensure really just creates the carceral systems that we have in place, where it can't actually protect you from harm, but what it can do is punish the person that harmed you, potentially. I want better for my clients, and I want to see clients in every state, so I'm going without it, and you are free to apply. Cheers.